Dear gardening friends, my name is Beate Schindler. I'm standing here in the newly established garden at Cosdef Arts and Crafts Center, and I would like you to introduce our little vegetable setup here to produce eatable vegetables, and also for taking this opportunity to share my knowledge about growing vegetables. This is what we built from old pallets. We filled it up with compost that we mixed together out of stuff we collected at the horse stables, in the desert, in the riverbeds. We collected grass cuttings to mix it all together to have some compost in the end. We planted already some plants. They are still very small. You have cucumbers here and butternut, tomatoes. There is zucchinis. We have some spinach, beans. It's all still very small, but it's coming nicely, and we are actually very proud about this beds. People might wonder why they are so high. I decided to build them so high because there's a solid rock underneath here. All the buildings are built on solid rock, and this gives us a good volume of soil where the roots can develop. The boxes are lined with plastic to cover the wood and to protect the wood, but they are open underneath so that the surplus water can just drain away into the ground.
So, I want to talk about the top net on top here. If you see this top net here, is protecting other stuff like pumpkin from the suns. We put the net on top. Also, birds like to eat leaves and destroy every leaf just to destroy the spinach, just not to grow again. They only have the shorter level which is going in the soil just to prevent them from moving from other directions. Because even someone can lean there for it not to move.
So what you see here now is the other type of vegetable beds. We build it here at the Cosdef Arts and Crafts Center. They are much lower than the other ones, and these are preferable for plants that don't have such a big root system, like lettuce, beetroot, radish. They don't make such a big mess of roots that needs lots of good growing medium. They are also satisfied if you give them a little bit of nice soil. And if you look at this, I mean, this is so beautiful in texture. And look at this. This is the normal sand we have to deal with here in the desert, and it makes such a difference. You see these little plants here. This is all small little butternut plants. They came out of a compost heap at home, and they started germinating, and we replanted them to this place. And if they're a little bit bigger, when these little leaves, the second leaves, when they a little bit bigger, we can replant them all over the place to give them enough space to grow beautiful and into big plants bearing fruit. Can then fill up your wooden bed. Make a nice hole in here. This is a zucchini plant that was pre-grown for a couple of weeks from seed. You turn it upside down and you make sure that the plant is not damaged. So use your fingers like that, turn it upside down, like this. If you have a nice closer look, you can see all the little roots already here. You see? And then you plant it like this into the soil. Cover it up, press it nicely. You don't need much water to look after your plants. You can on the spot water them very nicely with a soft water like soft rain. To grow your own vegetable plants, it's not always necessary to go to the shop and buy some seeds. You can also produce your own seeds while you just watch what you use in your kitchen, and if there is some stuff you have to throw away sometimes, like pumpkins or tomatoes, they all have wonderful seeds inside. Like here you can see, for example, grenadella, which is a very good vitamin C provider. If you have these old ugly little fruits, you can take a pot, cut it open, and you take these fresh seeds and you spread them all over in your pot, cover it with sand, and then you can put it in a sunny place. You water it like we did that with the other plants just now. If you have, you can cover it with plastic foil or with a piece of glass to keep the moisture inside. And then you must forget about it for about 6 weeks before the little plants are coming out. And then it looks like this. This is perfect little small grenadilla plants, and it took a long time for them to grow. A very easy and effective way of growing your bigger vegetables like zucchinis and squashes and pumpkins is to collect some toilet paper, inside rolls, these things, fill them up with good soil, and you put 2 seeds in, cover it with a little bit of soil, and you put it in a planter like this, like I have my other stuff, and just take care of it, water it and look at it. It takes about 10 days for a little tiny plant to come out, and then they start looking like this. And after about 4 weeks, you can replant them in bigger pots. And when you can see that this second leaves are very strong and good established, you can plant them directly into your garden. I hope you have lots of fun building your own little vegetable garden with your wooden box made out of pallets, and grow your own seedlings and replant them later on in your garden bed to have something like we created here in our own vegetable garden. It's the same stuff like this, just a little bit older and a little bit bigger. But you can see there's tomatoes and beetroot, delicious cucumbers, there is zucchinis growing,